Where are you from originally?
I'm from Germany, but I live in Budapest right now. And as you can see, I don't look fully German.
Well, thank you. In Germany, the educational system, is it like America? We have first to eighth grade, and then you have high school, 4 years.
It it's well, there's three different types of ways how you can end high school, like three different levels. The first one ends after the ninth grade, the second one ends after the 10th, and the third one ends after 13 years.
And the first part, when you were in grade school, like second grade or third grade, did you have a favorite subject?
Yes, it was English actually.
At that point, did you know what you wanted to be when you grew up?
Well, back then I had different plans. I always said I wanted to be a fashion designer in New York, but things changed.
And when you went into the later grades, were you slightly bullied because you were overweight? Were you slightly bullied because people thought you were weird? Were you slightly bullied?
I mean, there's always a reason to find for bullies, and I was also like I said, I was just a little weirdo, so it's easy to pick on the weirdos. So
And
yeah.
at that point, had you done any modeling or anything? Did you want to? Did you have any interest?
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah, I was interested in modeling at some point, but I realized I would never grow tall enough to be like a runway model or something like that.
Right.
I'm only 5.2. So yeah, I figured at some point they wouldn't be enough to be like a fashion model or something like that.
Uh, in high school, you lost the weight. Did you notice a difference in the way people were looking at you?
Yes, definitely. And I'm still seeing it today. Like I'm seeing a big difference how people perceive me and how people treat me in my day-to-day life when I'm wearing makeup, when I'm styled, and when I'm wearing a tracksuit without makeup.
Does that attention, do you like it? Does it bother you?
It doesn't bother me. It's just human nature to treat people slightly based on their looks too.
But you use that to your advantage now?
Yeah, sometimes.
Good for you.
Sometimes
Good for you.
when I really need something, of course I'm trying to like look my best.
Um, did you graduate from high school? Is that like ninth grade or 10th grade? Did you?
No, not directly. I left school when I was 15. I started working pretty early, but I finished school later on um in Germany, but I also did my American GED with 2021-ish. Yeah.
When you started working, what kind of jobs did you have?
Oh, I had all types of different jobs, but before I was 18, I was all only working in kitchens. And then when I was 18, I switched to a actual nightclub and bars and stuff like that.
But
I
in the
never
bar,
kept a job for long though.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. In the bars, you never stripped, though, correct? You always just worked behind the bar?
Yes.
No interest? No.
I mean, I was interested, and I've also saw every single day how much money the girls were making there. And a few of
Right.
the girls were really nice and were tipping me good too if they had a good night. So, yeah, it kind of I think if COVID wouldn't have happened, I would have started being a stripper at that club too.
When you started stripping, would it have been for the money or for the attention?
I think back then for the attention, and nowadays it would have been more for the money, but that would just be because nowadays I know how hard stripping is and how hard, like how exhausting it can be, how much of physical work it is. So today I think I would be a little too lazy for that. So today it would have been for money, and yeah, back then it would be for the attention.
COVID starts, you go into webcamming. Does someone refer you to that, or how did you find out webcamming?
Oh yeah, actually, my old piercer, he told me that he's sometimes camming on that site, Stripted, and he even did streams from his piercing his studio. Um, Not with me though. He asked me, but I was like, no, thank you. I don't think I'm ready for that. Um, yeah, he told me about Stripchat, and then I've just made an account, bought some. Thankfully, I still had like a little stash of money from bartending, so I've
Right.
bought like from the very first day, I bought a good camming equipment, my first soft boxes and everything. Yeah.
Were you just doing solo shows? Were you doing shows with the boyfriend, the piercing guy? I don't know.
No, I was just doing solo shows.
How long did it take you to be comfortable doing that?
It didn't take me any time, I think. Yeah, I was pretty comfortable from the first day onwards. Like, for me, the hardest part was talking for a few hours, but it wasn't
Right.
hard for me to take my clothes off.
And the first time you did a one-on-one show, a private show, I'm sorry, I'm not good with that. Did it surprise you when the guy took his stuff out?
No. I could say I was pretty much of the whole before that in my private life anyway, so stuff like that didn't bother me. I had like a lot of hookups from dating apps and stuff like that prior to doing camming, so I was never really nervous or anything like that.
But for you, what is a good webcam show? Is it interaction? Is it a sex show? Is it what?
Mm, so for me personally, I like it when I can do like a lot of different things, and also when I'm entering a lot of private one-on-one sessions, and the guys have fetishes I never heard of or something like that.
Right.
Like that is like my favorite thing to do. Yeah.
Strangest fetish someone suggested to you that you never heard of, but you wound up thinking it was good or you liked it.
Vor fetish. That is for everyone who doesn't know, that is someone getting swallowed by either a female or, in his case, by a huge snake. Or also females getting swallowed by snakes, and yeah, that was very interesting. And we were watching like hentais um with the snakes like swallowing those anime baddies. And that was pretty cool.
Was that the strangest request you got for a show, private show? Did they ask you to put something somewhere, ask you to do something?
mm, well, he just wanted me to talk about that. The thing is, with things that with dirty talk, it can get pretty crazy. But there's like with things that I can do to my body, every camming site has like its limits and its rules.
Right.
So yeah,
But then you were very comfortable getting pretty crazy with your body?
yeah. But that took some time. That definitely took some time.
Well, what you did do, what was the furthest, I guess, you pushed yourself that you were allowed to on the service you were using?
Probably fisting. And that is a tricky one because fisting is allowed on strip chat. I think it wasn't allowed for like a short period of time, then they allowed it again. It is not allowed anymore on Chatterbait, so it's like with some things it's hard to like, especially when I was multi-streaming,
Right.
and to like know the rules of every single site that I'm online right now.
But had you been fisted before you did webcamming?
No. Oh well, mm, it kind of happens simultaneously. So I mean, it didn't happen in the show, but I got fisted in real life by someone before I did it on cam. But I was already a cam girl during that time, so it was
Right.
a hookup during my cam girl time.
So that was something you did in your private life.
Yes.
How long are you camming before then you open an OF account or one of the platforms? There's so many platforms now, it's crazy, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I opened an OF, which was pretty unsuccessful because I did have a cam community, but I had most of my community on StripChat. StripChat didn't allow the promotion to
right.
OnlyFans. I didn't had built up any following on social media,
Okay.
so yeah, my expectations were a little bit high for what it was, but yeah, years later, I gave it a go again, and no, I'm happy with it.
But I'm guessing then it was pretty easy for you to shoot just content for your OnlyFans?
Yeah, and it's also nice to be able to reuse the recordings of my camp shows for content later
Right.
on OnlyFans. It makes it pretty easy.
And when you did OF or you're doing OF, were you just doing solo material on there, or were you doing boy girl or girl girl or
Mm, so I think I started doing boy girl pretty quickly. I think after like half a year being on OF, because the cam couple from also from Germany, they were asking me uh, to do a boy girl and threesome show together with them, and also shoot some amateur clips for OnlyFans. Um, yeah, that's basically how my very first amateur clips started.
and did you know the couple? Had you met them on social media or one of the sites?
I don't remember fully. They either texted me on StripChat directly or they texted me on Instagram. Not sure.
So then was it a turn on for you having sex with somebody you didn't know?
Mm, yeah, I would say so. And especially filming my very first porn.
The typical your fan base then, do they prefer men have a big penis? Do they prefer
Yes. I'm kind of at this point I'm kind of known for being a size queen. Like that also happened during my camp shows. Like I feel like from the Germans I mainly had like the collection of like the biggest size dildos. Yeah.
so did you just put them in your vagina? Did you put them in your butt? Did you put them where?
So my first years on camming I only did vaginal. Um well, for camming I mainly did vaginal simply because I didn't want to prepare the whole anal setup every single day. But yeah, I'm doing more anal during boy girl scenes actually than I do solo.
Or when you did toys though and stuff, what was the biggest toy you used to put in your vagina?
Probably the dread dildo.
Okay. Had you used anything other than a toy? Some girls use bananas, some people use different things.
Oh yeah, I also have a video on many of this where I put a hairbrush inside my pussy. Well, not with the bristles first.
Right, right, right. But
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And did someone ask you to do that? Was that just something you wanted to try? Was that?
Yeah, that was actually a request on my cam shows, and after the show, I recorded again for my clip sites.
And do you do custom videos on your OnlyFans?
Yes, I do. I love to do them.
Craziest request you got for a custom?
One weird thing is, since I'm doing more anal, I get a lot of farting requests. Yeah, that's like probably the craziest that I'm getting pretty frequently.
That you shoot mainly in Budapest in Europe, or you've been to America, correct or no?
I have been to America, but only to conventions, to network and stuff like that. I've only shot porn in Europe so far.
So then were you at like AVN like this year or last year or XBiz? Which shows did you go to?
I've been to both Expos and AVN. I was there this year and last year. Yeah, that was basically all of my US trips the last 2 years. But it wasn't my first time in the US. It was I think my sixth time in LA.
Were you at a booth or were you just walking around?
I was at a booth.
Which because we covered the show, I'm curious if see if maybe we shot you at one of the booths. So were you at an agency booth? Were you at a studio booth?
Oh, I was at the Fox modeling booth.
Oh, with Chris. Okay.
Yes.
He's good people.
Mm.
Did you see any difference between the XBiz show and the AVN show in terms of, I don't know, fans, business? Could you do more business at one? Could you do?
Mm. I personally liked AVN better because it's much bigger. Um, yeah, Expos was pretty tiny, and I felt like I was networking with way more people during AVN than I did
Right.
during Expos. I feel like there were more fans during Expos than producers and
Right.
other people.
At this point, is this a career for you or is this a job?
It's a career for me, definitely. And I always say I wanna do it till I'm a gilf if I can. I'm not sure if I stay a performer till I'm a gilf. I'm not sure about that, but I definitely wanna stay in this industry for a very, very long time.
How much different are you than the person people see on camera? How much of this is an act?
There's basically no difference. Um, um, well, actually, there's a huge difference between my own content and mainstream scenes, and especially my styles. Sometimes I feel like the Hannah Montana of porn because my personal style, I rarely wear any colors besides black. And I used to be an emo when I was a teenager and stuff like that. And my least favorite color is pink. And yeah, a lot of producers love to dress me in pink and play the shy little teen, which is like very far away from the content that I produce myself.
Woman when it comes to sex?
And not anymore. Not anymore. I like it when the guy is direct. Like, and the thing is, I like that because a lot of performers aren't like that in their private life because also everyone's too scared nowadays to make the first move because everyone's scared to be no-listed or to land in some Twitter group.
Right.
So a lot of male performers don't do the first move in their private life anymore. Yes.
Have you done one? Interested? Not interested?
Mm, that's not something that is in my interest. I don't kink shame, but it's just not my kink.
Fetishes. What kind of fetishes do you like? Point you mentioned you wanted to be in the business, but till you're a gilf. Is that strictly performing? Or would you like to go behind the camera and do stuff? I mean, so it sounds like you're doing everything anyway now, which is amazing. But
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be a mainstream performer till I'm Gilf. I don't know where I'm going because I'm happy at where I am right now, and I try to focus on the on what's present or in the very near future. But yeah, um, I could even imagine being a makeup artist because at some point, um, I've done some licenses in the cosmetic field. Like I'm a licensed lash technician, nail technician, and a permanent makeup artist. But I wouldn't go back to do that. Um, but I could imagine myself doing makeup on other performers.
And for you, what is the reality of this business versus what people think it is?
Mm, well, obviously, it's a lot more work than a lot of people think it is. Um, but also it's much safer than a lot of people think, especially nowadays. We have like group where we can discuss productions that are safe to work with and stuff like that. We have our agents that we can trust. I mean, mostly. I mean, there's bad agents too, but
Yes. Yes.
I personally never had that experience. So, um, yeah, it's much more safer, but it's also a lot more work, especially staying relevant. That is that is something that is really hard. Staying relevant and staying in the business without burning yourself out.
Burning yourself out coming from having too much sex, burning yourself out coming from just dealing with all of it.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, trying to drag it because most people in this industry don't just have one job. A lot of people in this industry have like 5 jobs at the same
Yes.
time. Best case, only 2 jobs or only one job that is shooting plus a team that takes care of all of the rest.
Right.
But yeah, yeah, but especially new performers, most of performers try to juggle a lot of things at the same time, or the opposite. I know a lot of performers who had to stop doing mainstream because they moved to like a porn capital like
Right.
Budapest or Prague early in their career, were only shooting mainstream scenes, didn't take care of their content, and when the months drop, where you don't get a single booking, yeah, you're basically fucked if you don't have another income source. So yeah.
Did you create a free pay-per-view system or something for your platforms? How does that help your platform? Do I have that right? I'm
Mm,
sorry.
yeah, I'm currently building up a no-PPV Fansly page. It's still under construction, but I think I'm going to be able to launch it next month. I wanted to fill it up with a few scenes first. Um, yeah, currently I'm still having multiple tiers on Fansly and one OnlyFans account where I'm sending out PPV, but I am doing something differently now. I'm always giving my fans a little bit of BTS or a little extra plus that all the videos cost much less than on my clip sites on my VIP OnlyFans. Um yeah, so there is a benefit in being a subscriber on my page.
And is there a particular part of your body that your fans like more than another part? Some really like your boobs or your butt or your vagina or I don't know, your face. I don't know.
Yes, and I actually did a little bit of an analysis on my clip stories yesterday to see which thumbnails um have sold the most videos and has made the most sales, and it's mainly my ass. My ass and my face. One thing that doesn't work for me is the spread eagle, like my legs stretched out. That doesn't work for me, but Yeah, it's my face and my ass. Preferably in the same angle, in the same frame, in the same frame at the same time, but yeah, that's like the most exhausting position. And I feel like I got the POV and VR neck because in POV and VR it's like very hard because you have to like show your ass and your face the same time during doggy, which I can understand looks very good, and I'm doing it for my own
Right.
content now too. But yeah,
Right.
it's like hard for the neck, but it looks good, so it's worth it.
And when you shoot content, are you using iPhones and stuff? Or are you using SLRs? Or using both? Or are you using?
Mm, I used to use my rear camera. I get a Sony Alpha camera, but
Mm,
I used to use it more when I was camming because I was also camming with the real camera
right.
at the end instead of a webcam. So during that era when I had that set up behind my desk, fully
Right.
prepared at all times anyways, but now I prefer to do it with my phone, and I also just bought a new phone, so that's probably also the reason why I'm shooting much more with it. And also I feel like it's so much quicker to shoot with a phone because of the everything is automatic, the white balance, the warmth and everything.
Right.
Um, yeah, it takes much longer to set everything up on a regular camera. So
Yes.
I definitely prefer to shoot with a phone nowadays. And quality wise, it doesn't even make a big difference.
And have you seen the new app where you can shoot portrait and landscape at the same time?
No.
They made a new app. You can do. It's amazing. It's a
Oh.
godsend. Trust me, it's very
Good
cool.
to know. Because that I was struggling with that yesterday because I have like I'm that's pretty much a little new project that I'm on. Like I'm starting to post YouTube, sorry, not YouTube. Pornhub shorties, and I was
Right.
just editing some shorties for it, and I was struggling to get a horizontal video
Yes. Yes.
into a vertical one without looking super trashy. Yeah, so that's good to know. I was even thinking about getting a double tripod for
I
my
used to
phones
have
at
to do
least.
that. It wasn't fun. Is there any part of this journey for you up to this point that surprises you, shocks you, amazes you? You did this, you didn't think you'd be able to. I don't know, anything.
Hmm, pretty much the only thing that's surprising me is that I'm still in this industry. I mean, it's not really surprising because I was working a lot too, but it can always turn so quickly in this industry if you don't watch out and don't watch
Yes.
your steps. It can end very quickly. So I'm surprised that I'm still here, still successful.
Your social media handles are.
My Instagram just got banned last week after 50,000 followers, but I'm not even trying to get it back. So currently, I don't got an Instagram account, but I'm gonna link it on my Twitter at some point once the new one is built up. My Twitter is only underline Cara underline Mella.
Anything you want to say to all of your fans?
Mm, I appreciate every single fan that I got till this day, especially the ones that I got since day one. And even if you're a new fan, if you're an active supporter of me, I do appreciate you. And I see every single one of you because I'm actually the person behind my social media and OnlyFans, so I'm actually seeing everything and everyone. Love you.